Here's everything I meal prepped for a week of meals, including breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and snacks. First thing in the morning, I made granola bars with some oats, sunflower seeds, and chopped up nuts. I will have the full recipe either on the screen or in the caption for everything. I haven't yet decided. And then smashed up a banana in there. And then I sweetened it with some maple syrup. But I think it would be really good with condensed milk or sugar or honey. Honestly, any sweetener would be so good. This needs to be flattened out, which was such a pain. If you make this recipe, this is the most annoying part. Popped it in the oven. While it was cooking, I made my topping, which was some almond butter and cinnamon, and what else did I put? Ginger and some maple syrup and some water to loosen it up, and put that on top. So yummy. These were amazing. I devoured these as snacks throughout the week, and I feel like everything in these are pantry staples that you will have, and if you don't, you can substitute with whatever you have. Even fruit would be delicious. And then for a breakfast, I made some chia seed pudding. I have the recipe for my chia seed pudding on shorts, so it's up there if you want to watch, but I'll put the full recipe below. But super easy and a great breakfast, and you can add to it on the day with other fruits, granola, whatever toppings you like. I then started the main meals by cooking some lentils and boiling some water for pasta because we're making a lentil and pasta salad. So good. This is such a staple lunch for me, just a pasta salad. So you can chop up whatever veggies. I'm in a cucumber sort of craze at the moment. I don't like the center, so I cut those out. If you like the watery middle, I'm judging you, but I'm also just starting to like cucumbers, so maybe that's why I don't like them. Just added some onions to this as well. When cutting everything, I realized how badly I need new knives because like, look at the way I'm chopping this, like it was impossible to cut through. So I need to buy some knives. If anyone has recommendations of knives, I would appreciate a knife that isn't too expensive, but is like really sharp. And then it was time to assemble. I had my pasta that I let sit for a bit. I added olive oil just to make sure nothing clumped together, and also just because it tastes really nice. Then my cannellini beans. You can add whatever beans you like, but I think beans are necessary for this, or tuna would be really good, but I wanted to keep it veggie. And then my vegetables. I almost forgot the word for vegetables right there. And then this is where you'll add your lentils as well. You could do quinoa instead of pasta, I was just thinking. Really any carb works with this. Potato, you can make a potato lentil salad thing. And then my chili flakes because I like it spicy, and a bit of lime just because I think citrus works really well with this and just makes everything pop. And then crumbled up feta because I think pasta salad needs cheese. You could also do cheddar if you don't have like a hard white cheese. Mozzarella would also work, but I just think feta tastes really good. And then put some basil on top for a bit of aroma. The final meal I cooked for today was also my dinner for that night because during all of this, I actually left home after I made my granola bars, and I also made a cake at the beginning, but I didn't show it. We'll get into that later. But this is my dinner. So chop up a garlic clove and simmer with some butter. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Oh, I'm so excited already. And then I added some frozen veg that I had in the freezer, of course, because it's frozen. The other half of my cannellini beans. Just added some butter, and I'm going to finish it off with some grana padano. I'm trying to see, do I have chili flakes? Yes, I do have chili flakes. So we're going to add some chili flakes as well. And then, of course, there was a lot of oil and cream, but it was so delicious, and had that with a homemade flatbread. So this is the cake I was talking about, because in the morning I made my granola bars and my breakfast and the cake, and then I left the house for my plans during the day, came back, made main meals, and then I worked on the cake, made homemade jam. If you've never done it before, so simple, plus the cream, and then put the cake together, and it was just an easy Victoria sponge. I had a bit of cake and then went to bed, and the next afternoon I made my final two recipes. I saw this tofu butter chicken in quotation marks on TikTok and decided to make it. So this is not my recipe at all, so I'll leave the TikTok that I watched to make it, but it was pretty easy and really delicious. And then I made just some breaded tofu for me to have during the week that I could have with other meals and put it on things, just so I had something easy and ready to grab. And that was everything for the week. Really delicious, super yummy. Bye! Kisses!